Hey, real talk for a second. Let's talk about something that makes most people freeze up, stay small, and hold back from their full potential. Looking stupid. Feeling embarrassed. Awkward. Exposed. That moment when everyone's watching, and you mess up. We've all felt it, that voice in your head saying, what if I fail? What if they laugh? What if I don't look perfect? But here's the truth no one wants to admit. That fear is exactly what's keeping you average. Because while most people are busy trying to look smart, impressive, and polished, the people who actually succeed, they're the ones who are willing to look foolish, again and again, in the name of growth. That's right. Today I'm breaking down why your willingness to look stupid might be the most powerful success habit you'll ever build. This isn't just about confidence, it's about unleashing a level of freedom, courage, and momentum that most people never experience. And once you understand this shift, you'll stop playing small. Forever. Let's dive in. Let's start with the real question. Why do so many people stay stuck in life? It's not because they're not smart enough. It's not because they don't have talent. It's not even because they don't have ambition. It's because they're terrified of looking stupid. Most people aren't held back by lack of ability, they're held back by fear of judgment. Think about it. They don't ask questions in meetings, not because they understand everything, but because they're scared of sounding dumb. They don't try new skills, not because they can't learn, but because they don't want to be seen as a beginner. They don't speak up, take action, or start that new thing, because deep down they're afraid of what other people will think. They'd rather stay safe, silent, and stuck, than risk a few minutes of discomfort or embarrassment. But here's the twist that most people never realize. Every successful person you admire today looked stupid first. Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, Oprah, Michael Jordan. They all had moments where they failed publicly, got laughed at, or didn't know what they were doing. But they pushed through it. Because here's the truth no one tells you. You can look stupid for a little while, or stay stuck forever. Which one do you really want? Let me remind you of something powerful. Every expert you've ever admired started as a beginner. Every master you look up to, the athlete, the entrepreneur, the public speaker, the artist, all of them started awkward, clumsy, unsure of themselves. Every confident speaker once stumbled on their words. Every successful business owner once pitched an idea that bombed. Every elite performer once had shaky hands and sweaty palms. You think Elon Musk didn't say things that made people roll their eyes early in his career? You think Kobe Bryant didn't miss shot after shot as a rookie on the court? You think Steve Jobs didn't walk into rooms where no one took him seriously at first? Of course they did. But the difference wasn't that they were immune to failure or embarrassment. The difference was that they didn't run from it, they leaned into it. They embraced looking stupid, not because it felt good, but because they understood that this is how growth happens. Growth is awkward. Leveling up is messy. Mastery begins with looking like you don't belong, until one day you do. And most people? They quit during the awkward phase, the exact place where the transformation begins. But if you're willing to be seen as a beginner, to stumble, to get it wrong, to look clumsy for a while, you put yourself in the top 5% of people who actually make it to mastery. Because here's the truth. You'll never be great at something you're too afraid to look bad at. Let's get brutally honest for a second. You know what really kills success before it even begins? It's not failure. It's not rejection. It's your ego. That little voice in your head that whispers, don't raise your hand, you might sound dumb. Don't try that new thing. What if you fail? Don't post that video. People will cringe. Don't speak up. What if they laugh at you? But listen closely. Your ego isn't protecting you, it's imprisoning you. It convinces you to stay small, to blend in, to avoid risk. Because your ego is obsessed with looking good, not with getting better. But here's the truth most people avoid. Growth and ego can't coexist. Your ego wants comfort, but success lives in discomfort. Your ego wants perfection, but progress comes from imperfection. Every time you let your ego win, you lose a piece of your potential. And the sad part is, most people never break free from this trap. They stay in the prison of what will people think? And because of that, they never find out what they're truly capable of. But the winners? The ones who rise? They're the ones who are willing to look stupid for a while, so they can be powerful for life. Because if you're not willing to be seen as a beginner, you'll never be seen as a leader. So drop the ego, drop the fear, and trade temporary awkwardness for permanent growth. Now let's flip the script. What if you started to reframe what it means to look stupid? What if, instead of feeling ashamed, you started to see it as a badge of honor? Because think about it, when you look a little awkward, when you stumble, when you feel like you're out of your depth, that's not failure. That's proof. Proof that you're doing what most people are too scared to try. Proof that you're stepping outside the comfort zone where real growth happens. Means you're trying something new, challenging your limits, building confidence under pressure, taking bold action instead of sitting on the sidelines. While most people are stuck overanalyzing, hesitating, and playing it safe, you're in motion. And even if you fall flat on your face, so what? That's how you build resilience. That's how you learn. That's how you separate yourself from the masses. Looking stupid isn't a weakness, it's a sign of boldness. It means you're daring to evolve. It means you're not afraid to be seen in the messy middle, on your way to mastery. So instead of avoiding those awkward moments, start collecting them. Embrace them. Own them. Because every time you risk looking silly, awkward, or out of place, you're leveling up. And the truth is, the people who are willing to look stupid today are the ones everyone respects tomorrow. Here's a wild truth that might blow your mind. The thing you're afraid of, people judging you, laughing at you, thinking you look dumb, most of the time they're not judging at all. In fact, they're doing something else entirely. They're admiring your courage. They're watching you take bold action and thinking, wow, I wish I had the guts to do that. See, we've been taught to obsess over perfection. Perfect timing. Perfect execution. Perfect image. But people don't connect with perfection. They connect with boldness. They respect the one who's willing to take the first step, even if it's messy. The one who's willing to speak up, even if their voice shakes. The one who's willing to look awkward, because they believe in something bigger than their ego. Perfection is boring. Action is magnetic. Because action says, I'm willing to show up before I have it all figured out. And that energy, that authenticity, that's what people remember. That's what inspires. So while you're sitting there worrying, what will they think of me? Know this, most of them are just watching in awe, wishing they had your courage. So stop trying to be flawless. Start being fearless. Because in the end, you'll earn more respect for showing up imperfectly than for waiting your whole life to be ready. Let me hit you with a challenge. What if you made it a habit to look a little stupid every single day? Yeah, seriously. Say what you really think, even if your voice shakes. Ask the dumb question in the meeting that everyone else is too scared to ask. Try something new that you're not instantly good at. Launch that idea before it's polished and perfect. Post the video, even if your hands are shaking while you hit upload. Because here's the truth. Growth lives on the edge of discomfort. And every time you do something that scares your ego, you weaken fear's grip on you. The more you stretch that courage muscle, the stronger it gets. And guess what? Your confidence doesn't come from getting it right. It comes from showing up again and again regardless of the outcome. Each time you take bold action, even if it feels awkward, even if you stumble, you're sending yourself a message. I can handle this. I don't need to be perfect to move forward. I'm growing. And over time, that habit becomes your secret weapon. So instead of fearing embarrassment, make it your teacher. Because nothing accelerates growth faster than the willingness to be seen. Imperfect, raw, real. Embarrassment doesn't kill dreams. Fear of it does. So go ahead, look a little stupid today. That's how you become unstoppable tomorrow. So here's the real takeaway. If you want success, if you want real confidence, deep respect, and unstoppable growth, you've got to be willing to look stupid. Be willing to fall. Be willing to be misunderstood. Be willing to stand out while everyone else plays it safe. Because while the world hides behind perfection, filters, and fear, you'll be out there actually building something. You'll be out there chasing what they only dream about, simply because you had the courage to try. So if this message hit home, smash that like button. Drop a comment below. What bold move are you going to take today, even if it scares you? And if you're serious about becoming your best self, hit subscribe and join this tribe of bold minds chasing real growth. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be brave. You've got this. Now go take that leap.